Several thousands of people in North Karnataka were faced with a deluge last month. Deluge shocked and literally rocked the single-member Karnataka government. There were promises of all possible financial aid being provided, but the truth, it appears, is very bitter. Today, a BJP minister came out to say that Karnataka's flood-hit areas are not so ravaged. We may not even get 300-400 crores from the centre, almost belittling the problems that Karnataka is currently facing, a crisis that's hit Karnataka like never before. After 45 years, Karnataka faced this kind of rains and floods. People there are torn apart, devastated. At a time like this, when we are begging for some relief funds from the centre, Karnataka minister says it's not that bad. We're not very satisfied with the answer there or the response. Of course, Madhu Swamis came out and even justified for the statement that he made. Nonetheless, we're still worried when the centre is really going to grant us some funds. When we say us, those people in North Karnataka and many other parts of Karnataka as well are still reeling under crisis without food to eat and a shelter above their head. Take a look at this special report.
Wondering why we are sounding so pessimistic? Well, listen to what the law minister of the state had to say.
32,000 ಕೋಟಿ ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಮೆಮೊರಾಂಡಮ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ನಾನು ಆ ಸಬ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರು. ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. NDRF ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲು ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇಡೀ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಡ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಜ 300-400 ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೈ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ಹೇಗಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆ ಬಾರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಂತೂ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಬಾರ್ಡರಲ್ಲಿ
The statement is completely at variance to what Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa had said immediately after the deluge.
The state is facing, this is for the first time in last 45 years, the state is facing such a rainy situation. Initial estimates say that loss may be more than 6,000 crores.
The Chief Minister also had this to add.
State is reeling under severe rain conditions, causing large-scale damage to the property and life of the people. Loss is unimaginable and it may run into thousands of crores.
Over 3.75 lakh hectares of farmland were submerged. Over 44,000 animals were rescued. Nearly 12,000 houses damaged by deluge. 16 human lives were lost. Does this extent of unimaginable destruction not qualify for immediate and timely relief? We had important dignitaries pay a courtesy visit to the state in the aftermath of the floods. That included the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. It was followed by a visit by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who also visited parts of flooded North Karnataka. But all that was then. Perhaps it appears nothing moves the political class. Remember, the police even resorted to lathi charge when the Chief Minister's convoy didn't stop by when it was passing. Also, remember, things reached a ludicrous point when BSY was busy trying to impress and introduce himself to the flood victims, proclaiming that he was the Chief Minister of the state. All this happening in a state which sent not one or two, but a whole lot of 25 Lok Sabha MPs. The state, remember, has 27 Lok Sabha seats. Forget the floods. Is there no such thing as humanity? Everything, including disaster, needs to be on a grandiose scale. A NEWS9 report.
Well, we're very disappointed with the kind of reactions coming in from the Karnataka government, the state unit of the BJP, not being very proactive with regards to bringing some sort of flood relief for victims across of Karnataka. Now, the extent of damage, we're looking at about 76 lives that have been claimed due to floods that have ravaged the state of Karnataka. We're looking at about 1,000 animals that died. We're looking about 6.29 lakh acres of fertile farmland that has been destroyed with the rains. This is going to take another 10 years for many of them, at least the 105 taluks, 22 districts that have been ravaged. Many of these areas will take at least a decade more to recuperate. Many of them are still in rehabilitation centers, where, well, the rest of them are still about just moving back to their homes which are dilapidated. People do not have a livelihood. Their earnings have been destroyed thanks to the rains and floods. They don't have a home. They don't have food to eat. A crisis like that has hit Karnataka, most parts of Karnataka, especially North Karnataka, after 45 years. And today we're sitting and begging for the center to grant us some relief fund. It's been about a month or over a month's time now. Over the last few weeks, members from the center have been coming and surveying, but no actual word has come from the center so far about where the money is or how much money does Karnataka really get. And a shocker that came in from Madhu Swamis, Law and Parliamentary Affairs Minister, the way he spoke today really broke our heart. He said that the damage in Karnataka after floods does not even, we can't even claim 25% of NDRF funds for that. It's indirectly saying maybe it's not that bad, but he did come around to justify. Nonetheless, a statement made is damaging enough. This is all the more encouraging the center to think twice now. All right, our ministers there in the state are saying it's not so bad, so let's probably hold back on the funds. I'm here with our panelists to see what exactly is the damage in Karnataka. How bad is the situation for us to really lay back and say it's not that bad? Is it really alarming? Do we need funds is the question here. Introducing Nizam Faujdar, Congress spokesperson, joining us. We have Krishna Kumar, BJP spokesperson, joining us. We have Mr. Joseph Hoover, our environmentalist, to tell us a little more. Mr. Chambi Puranik to tell us our political analyst as well as a concerned citizen. We have T.R. Prasad, who is a JDS spokesperson, joining us. All right, let me quickly go over to Nizam. Would you want to start? In order, or actually, if you don't mind, let me start with Joseph Hoover, who has been to many of these remote areas which are flood hit. Joseph, you have visited some of these flood hit areas, and you were shocked to hear a statement coming in from Madhu Swamis that says that NDRF norms won't even allow 25% for flood relief for Karnataka, considering it's maybe not that bad. Is it that bad? Is it not that bad?
I mean, I think the minister must have visited the place in the aftermath of the floods. He has not seen what the damage happened during when the water was cascading through. I feel he's being very insensitive. Forget the money being given, at least the confidence has to be given. We are there, the government is going to be with you all, we're going to do something about it. That lifts the spirits of the people who are crestfallen. They are devastated. Their homes are gone. Nothing is there. They don't have a shelter. Even the food is a struggle.
They're still stuck in rehabilitation centers, a lot of districts.
And this gentleman says we don't even qualify for 25% of the funds. That's very sad. And we have our own chief minister who goes on record saying we need at least 38,000 crore. And here we're talking about pittance from our Minister of
The minister says that if you go by NDRF norms, then we won't even get 300, 400 crores. In fact, then if that's the case, if they go by norms, then the center will just give us 300, 400 crores and finish it off. So let's not do hoo-ha about it. We'll wait. We are asking for more. As a state government, we are asking for more. But center, if they look at regulations, they'll give us only that much.
No,
are we begging here? Are we begging? Is our situation not as as the kind of grievances that people are facing? Is it not glaring enough?
It is. It is. In fact, I would be very happy because Karnataka has given 25 MPs to the minister.
To the center, yes, to the BJP.
When we have so many MPs, I think we have a right to ask. The situation is rather grave. Perhaps this minister doesn't understand. Perhaps he is in a comfort zone. Right, so they need to come out and say, request the union minister or request even Prime Minister Modi and say that the situation is really bad. We need the funds quickly.
He says he's requested, he says we've told them, we've
just
conveyed
not
a message.
requesting, they need to really go after and said we need it right now, because see, if Karnataka can give you so many MPs, I mean the whole thing is changed now, the numbers have changed. So I think we have a right, our MP should take the initiative, saying go to the center and say let's do something. I mean, see, when people are voting you or giving you the mandate, you need to give back something to the people also. Let people get the confidence. And when a minister like that makes a statement that we may not get, you can imagine the plight of those people who are in disaster.
Heartbroken. People
they are
are
heartbroken,
they're so
crestfallen.
angry. They've girawed Ishwarappa's car today. Let me give you a quick glimpse into what happened. K.S. Ishwarappa when he was passing through Chikkodi. And by the way, Karnataka, most parts of Karnataka, those flood-hit areas have given a alert has been issued today. A flood alert has been issued again.
3 days.
For the next 3 days. And in a situation like that, if the BJP says that we quantify only less than 25% of flood relief, then that's shameful. Let's take a look today. Just earlier today, Ishwarappa was gherawed by people in Chikkodi and he was condemned for not bringing in flood relief fund to these regions. And he was asked to step down from his car and give them a small assurance, but Ishwarappa refused to do so. And this is what ensued. Let's take a look.
ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹುಡುಗ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವೇತನ ದಿನ 10
ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್
ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು 50,000 ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ
Look at the situation, right, Mr. Hoover. Look at that anger that people have. Here, we are looking at state governments. Usually, when the center asks, what is the assessment of your damage? There's a proper report that is tabled. And this is the damage, this is how much money we want. It doesn't seem like the state government here in Karnataka right now even are courageous enough to ask for a certain figure. This is the amount we want.
Yeah, see,
There's no push to the center to release funds. And here you have in the midst of that ministers giving lackadaisical statements like that.
yeah, coming down to the ground level situation, people there are so disappointed. They are saying, I mean, the way they are talking is reflective of the government's attitude. They are saying this government had money, this BJP had money to buy MLAs, but they can't step in and do something for us. So this is the way people are thinking now. Just a few weeks ago or a month ago, they were voting them to power. Today they are thinking differently. They are saying they are very angry.
So whether this will reflect
when
on
they
their
can buy
elections,
MLAs, why
by
can't they
polls,
do
all of
something
that
for
is
us?
not at all a concern, Mr. Hoover. Our only it's heart-wrenching to see that these people are still stuck in relief camps.
Yeah, that's
Many
precisely
of
what
them
they're
don't have.
saying.
And imagine farmland, 6.2 lakh acres of farmland, cropland has been destroyed. How many years or even decades this will take to, rejuvenate? It'll take a long while. They have to find other means of earning. What is the other means when you're looking at this kind of unemployment, another issue? Mr. Puranik, Karnataka is not so bad, you believe?
No, who says that? The unfortunate thing about the law minister, I don't know what prompted him to speak like that. Whether he was authorized or he was just spur of the moment. I think he has been more than irresponsible in making such statement. See, the facts are, he is contradicting his own chief minister.
I asked that to him.
Yeah, he is contradicting. Did you ask?
Yes, I did. I'm going to come back with Madhu Swami's reaction.
It's okay. His reaction is irrelevant for us because the people are suffering there. What Mr. Joseph, on the particular areas which he has visited, I think, we should respect such people. Because
Give us the stats that you have, Mr. Puranik.
The chief minister's submission is that total loss about 32,000 crores.
32,000 crores
Yes,
is lost
he has given
after
this.
floods.
He has given to the committee, which was led by Mr. Prakash of Government of India, and as all the details have been given by Mr. Yediyurappa, Chief Minister, with the assistance of the people in the office, IAS officers, and from district headquarters also. See, the facts that you mentioned, 87 or 89 people are dead. We don't know, many people are not traceable. That's okay. That's a sad part of human tragedy. Then 2.47 lakhs of houses, they are damaged. It is not that the houses are washed away. People have no shelter. This is the real situation, and each MLA should have camped there under the whatever supervision of the minister, district in charge, and all that. So that has not been shown by the media and all that. We don't. Only BJP spokesperson, I'm sure he will also enlighten us also.
What has not been shown to the media of MLAs or ministers going and meeting?
That is important, They are all our representatives.
Well, they've gone, they ventured into the areas, but just going there and consoling them verbally is...
Not that kind of token presence and showing that Renukacharya showing, in that whatever the kind of boat in which was
rowing the boat
need such silly things are there, forget it. They are known for it. Is not like Madhu Swamis, but I'm surprised and pained that conscience keeper of BJP party and Mr. Yediyurappa, who saved him in the assembly from the onslaught of the coalition government attacks, tirade and all that. I think he is, I'm really sorry, but I have a special respect for him because he is
for
a person.
Madhu Swamis.
Yeah, he has a concern for people, and there in the constituency he has done good work, I'm told. So that's okay. Then coming to 22,000 kilometers of roads are damaged very badly. People cannot go. Even by walk they can go, but not on bicycle and all that. So these are all harder. And then
22,000 kilometers of road.
Road total and of 22 districts. Then 8.2 hectares of loss of crops. It is livelihood, You see how people are going to live. It's not that the rupees are to be given. No, nobody wants money. They want relief. And in the camps, see, many people
rehabilitation means not just temporary, but also to ensure that they make a way of life for them. If not for crops, if not for these farmlands, what is their source of earning?
They should trust our political system, the democratic kind of representative government.
Right.
So these are things that are hurting. The third one is the special package has to be given on realistic basis. Like
now measures the BJP is carrying out, the state government here is carrying out, but it's not sufficient is what people believe. That there are many areas that are deprived, and to give them that, inject that kind of boost, one needs fund. Without fund you can't function, you can't give assurance.
What you are talking is only
before we get into this discussion furthermore, I'd like to quickly take Madhu Swamis' reaction to what we asked him. He did try to justify his statement, and this is what he said when I spoke to him a little earlier. Let's listen in.
No, I have never said that. I told them some relief folks are not covered under NDRF, so we have requested our government of the center to have a package scheme for the Malad areas and all this. I said, under the NDRF norms, if we go, we will not be receiving 25% of the funds. So we are demanding 32,000 crores from Government of India as a package.
Sir, you said, yes, we heard you. You said you were in the committee also, and that you yourself have proposed in the memorandum for at least 32,000 crores as flood relief. But on the other hand, you also mentioned that if at all NDRF assesses the damage, we won't even get 300, 400 crores. Pittance is what we might get. So, to be very honest, in your bite, you have said, to be very honest, the damage won't even quantify for 25% relief. Mr. Madhu Swami,
yes.
Are you aware of the extent of damage in Karnataka?
No. Damage is huge. The norms fixed by NDRF will not suffice our demand, is my intention of telling to the TV. I told them, if we go under the norms, we may not be able to get any loss repayment or loss compensation to coffee crop, loss compensation to mainlands and our major irrigation or minor irrigation sector. So we are demanding our Prime Minister not to sit over the NDRF norms only. Otherwise, we let him go through with package schemes to Karnataka. It was my demand. What's wrong?
But But Mr. Madhu Swami, when you say something like that before the media, is it not belittling or trivializing Chief Minister Yediyurappa's statement, who says that Karnataka has been damaged by 60,000 crores and we need at least 5,000 crores as immediate relief? And at a time when Karnataka is waiting for relief from the centre, you make a statement saying, to be honest, we don't even quantify for 25% of NDRF relief. Is it not encouraging the centre to delay funds even more?
No, I did not say that. I told if they codify the laws, NDRF norms will not fetch us more than 25-30%. So we are demanding 32 crores from central government. I did not say it will not qualify 25%. I said under norms that will not fit, but we have something last to the tune of 32,000.
We get it. What's also disappointing for us is that your estimate is 32,000. Chief Minister Yediyurappa's estimate is 60,000. Opposition party leaders are estimating 1 lakh crore damage. We're not too sure whose statement to take, but your statement has really left us shocked and alarmed, because we as a channel, TV9, News9, has carried out flood relief into these areas which are right now suffering, and they say that they are waiting for some government aid. They are waiting with bated breath. In fact, another few weeks delay might just kill them. That's how bad the situation is in most parts of North Karnataka.
Madam, when we sat for the meeting of relief committee, it was 32,000 quantum of money we have codified for the demand with the government of India. After that, something might have happened, but on that day, loss was nearly 32,000 crores for the state. That's what I mentioned them.
Mr. Madhu Swami, we are very disappointed because Amit Shah, Home Minister Amit Shah, came down to flood-hit areas in Karnataka and assessed the damage. The Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman came down and assessed the damage. After looking at the terrible situation that Karnataka is facing, in fact, after 50-odd years that we've seen this kind of rain and floods, even then it's been about a month or more, not a sign of flood relief. Why this delay, Mr. Madhu Swami?
Madam, we have not curtailed any relief work. Everything is on rail. We have released funds from our state exchequer for the emergencies and exigencies. Permanent nature of works has to be taken up after some time, after the residence of the rain itself. So till September end, we have still rains. So nothing permanent can be taken up till September. That was my words. So we are expecting the release of funds before that.
Mr. Madhu Swami, the last time when Kerala was flood hit, it was quite bad. Even Karnataka was flood hit, but Prime Minister Modi visited Kerala but did not visit Karnataka even last time. Kodagu was ravaged. Kodagu he did not visit the last time. This time too, most parts of North Karnataka damaged. Prime Minister Modi has not visited flood hit areas, whereas he visited Kerala the last time. We are starting to feel that we are getting second-hand treatment.
No, not at all, madam. Mr. Amit Shah ji is none less than anybody. He has visited Karnataka. Nirmala Sitharaman is from our state. She has visited Karnataka. Who has to give funds for Karnataka? Both of them are very important ministers. Their visit will certainly teach us something. We cannot be hopeless in that event. Modi may be a little busy, but Amit Shah is equally in the rank of a minister. Madam, there is no dearth of funds for the relief works. We are taking care of all this in Karnataka. We are expecting the funds from Delhi very soon. But the final picture has to emerge to release funds. We have no dearth. See, we have 359 crores with our DCs in PD account. We are giving all the relief works.
So are you saying that Karnataka is self-sufficient?
No, not at all. We are demanding lot from Government of India. How can we say we are self-sufficient? We are formulating things. We are asking for extra support from the Government of India. We are asking them to give some packages outside the NDRF norms. That's what I made in Sakleshpur statement. We are not satisfied with the norms fixed by the NDRF. We see so many things have been left over. Coffee growers are left over. Spices growers are left over. Siding is left over. This is what I told them in the press meet. I did not say I am satisfied with the NDRF norms and this may not fit in that, but still we are demanding to give a package for all these things was my demand.
All right, that was the justification from Madhu Swami. It was, he did answer all my questions. I really appreciate the fact that he justified it. But I don't know if that makes things better. Once saying that NDRF, we don't even qualify for 25%, then saying that that's the norms. I'm just tabling this. I'm not too sure if this comment at a time when emotions are running so high in most parts of Karnataka is appropriate. I'm going to take in panelists after a quick break. Do stay tuned.
Giriya's Ganesha Festival Sale.
32-inch Full HD LED for 7,790 rupees.
Yes, 32 Full HD LED, just 7,790 rupees only at Giriya's.
अपने चैनल्स खुद चुनो। सुनो जी, आपके केबल पे मेरे वाले चैनल्स आपने क्यों हटा दिए? अपनी मर्जी के चैनल्स क्यों थोपते रहते हो?
अरे डार्लिंग, जानबूझ के करते हैं हम। बाय गॉड, गुस्से में एकदम सुर्ख गुलाब लगती हो। प्यार हो जाता है।
केबल वाला इनका रिश्तेदार है, आपका नहीं। फिर समझौता क्यों? इसलिए टाटा स्काई पे पाएं 600 प्लस चैनल्स और सर्विसेज।
टाटा स्काई में आपका स्वागत है।
टाटा स्काई लगा डाला तो नो समझौता, ओनली जिंगल आला।
Welcome back. Let's get in some reactions now. Of course, Madhu Swami justified, but how appropriate is a statement like that? And at a time like this, when we are looking at BJP leaders, Ishwarappa being gherawed by people, they should truly understand the sentiment that people are hurt. Let's quickly take in Mr. Prasad. Why don't you start with, you've been wanting to make a point.
Yes. See, we have been watching Madhu Swami's statement, and even we are also very keenly watching what central government is doing or what our state government doing, and the whole North Karnataka was flood hit like anything, very drastically it has happened. As you said, mentioned to Madhu Swami, last 50 years we have not seen and it is not man-made, that also we will agree. But when this kind of things occurs, government should come forward to support the people of Karnataka, and that to North people who they had a lot of faith on BJP. Their contribution to bring central government is enormous. They have given about 25 MPs to this. This is the they have done as much as possible
they
to
claim
BJP.
To have the people's mandate.
Yeah,
they do have the mandate.
Modi, that's
according
what,
to them. Then why not? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to. Our great Prime Minister topic only. He is coming here and he was and given the campaigning like anything. All the people admired him and voted him, brought him to the power, and now after this, he not even taken the Karnataka is the state from the south has believed BJP like anything. Even Tamil Nadu, more than Tamil Nadu, more than Hyderabad,
Karnataka is
that is the first gateway for South India. So for such people, what is your contribution? What's happening? You have Modi ji, you have time for to give the interview to Discovery Channel, and you will go to the forest only, and you will go there hours together in the forest and give the interview for the Discovery Channel. Don't have another half an hour time for this flooded area, the people whom they have voted for you, and you have time. Okay, yesterday also you came here and you watched. Okay, that is we will accept it. That is your country's.
Our country.
Yeah, no, our country. Yeah, sorry, our country's.
Modi belongs to everybody.
Everybody. Our country's mission. Okay, you have done it, but you don't have time to see this North flooded areas. And one thing, I have one doubt, madam, serious doubt. Here, two things I will mention. Either state government is not putting it properly to central government. There are two things here. It is coming to everybody's mind. Any any citizen of this country, the state will come. After all, looking at this, the state government must have told them, we will handle it, we will handle it, okay, we will handle it. Or central government is not willing to support Yediyurappa ji.
Either the state government has said we can handle it, or the centre is not willing to
or
support.
central government do not wanted Yediyurappa to support.
To get good name?
If that's what. If they want to put down, they may wanted to put down Yediyurappa ji. These two things are
All right.
coming
Now,
to anybody's
my question
mind.
would be more like, is Yediyurappa really scared of the BJP High Command to actually put a figure before them? Because this conviction is not coming yet. We don't see the conviction from the BJP government and a proper tabled report on what's the kind of loss and what's the immediate relief that you need to get. In 2009, Manmohan Singh had allotted 1,000 crore as immediate relief at that time when Yediyurappa was the chief minister. How is it so difficult for this time around for the BJP? You have seamless communication from the centre and the state, both BJP governments. It should be ideally much easier for you to bring in some.
Madam, yesterday also they have present.
But
one
not
second.
even basic
Before our
relief has come our way.
BJP friend starts, no, it is easy for him to give the answer for everything. Yesterday also they have submitted the memorandum when in Pinya Isro station. We have seen in the TV.
Yeah.
They have put the memorandum saying that we have so and so, we have problem and all. And he responded properly like that. You are showing.
Yeah.
TV, all the media was saying whether he is going to respond it or not. But I wish he should respond it. This is, see, here we are not here to make politics out of it. Let central government should release the proper funds for the North flood because they are
That's
dying.
what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Right, Nizam.
See the question, when you said Manmohan ji gave 1,000 crores to Yediyurappa's government when there was a flood last time, the difference between these two people is that he has a heart and they don't seem to be having a heart. Right?
I don't know about the heart, but what I'm
But
actually trying to ponder upon is that
apathy-
with two different governments in the
apathy-
state and the
No, hold
centre,
on.
money came in quicker, whether BJP or
Nabila ji,
Congress.
Nabila
But
ji,
money
I'm
came
not
in
scoring the
quicker.
brownie
Here it's
points
the
here.
same government. It should ideally happen even
I am
faster.
not trying to score the brownie points here. I'm not trying.
No, I get it,
But the
but-
question today is the question today is
Russia government.
Prasad ji.
It is help you. It will help you. He has got money to fund Russia government, and he don't have money for flooded areas.
The most expensive trip made by any prime minister in the history of India is this Russia trip. It has costed $1 billion of the fund that has been given to Russia on an immediate effect. It's basically called East Russia Built Up Fund, and India has contributed $1 billion. And this is the most expensive trip which will be in the history of India, which is an apathy that you don't. They asked votes in the name of Modi. They asked in the name of Modi, and their the leaders have come on record and said, we don't have faces, but it's the Modi's face that we will get the votes. When 6 crore people of state gave him the votes, and they got 25 plus 1 seat, that is 26 seats. That means nearly 90% of the population here has to be related to or been, led by the BJP elected representatives. But what have they done? The question is that they are sitting here for a ministerial berth. They are talking about a 5-star government. They have a 7-star office in Delhi. They are building another 5-star hotel office here. For all that they have money, but the question today is, it's not NDRF, it is not any other board, it is not a commission, it is no policy. When the lives are at stake, it is the prerogative of the Prime Minister, it is the prerogative of the Chief Minister to take emergency funds out and give it immediately. Or the BJP government today is bankrupt. They have taken 1.76 lakhs from the RBI. What are they doing with that money? Does it show that the current Indian government is bankrupt and they do not have enough funds to fund these kind of emergency situations? There are backlogs of GST refunds. The GST collection is not happening. And in that regard, that means the revenue of the government has come down. It means they do not have enough funds to really put it forward to the states. And that shows that they are helpless. The finance minister comes here. We don't want you here. Please don't come. Send us the money. We don't want your tokenism.
We certainly want them to come and see
No,
the
I'm
plight.
saying if you are so
Look at the
busy,
plight
if you
and
are
then
so
tell us what
busy,
they-
if you are so busy, don't come. It's okay. You please give us the relief here. Amit Shah coming or not coming is immaterial.
But Amit Shah came.
What did he do?
Sitaraman came. A team from the NDRF and the centre came to
300
assess
crores.
the damage. So
300
this
crores.
assessment has been going on since the last month.
when?
But nothing has fructified beyond that. Krishna, why don't
When
you
a
please
patient, when a
step in?
patient comes to the hospital
Team
with a
of
heart
experts
attack,
also
Yeah, team of experts visited 15 days
when
ago.
a
but
patient comes to the
we've not
hospital
heard
with a heart
anything about-
attack, you first do a thrombosis. You first do a thrombosis, give a first aid, and then take the cure, right? They have not even done the thrombosis to this flood issue. The entire state is choked, and they're not worried. Ishwarappa doesn't have courtesy to stop and talk. Hug those 2-3 people and they will say, yeah, I'm also feeling the same pain. He could have done that. He said, hey, Nadiyappa. What is this kind of, the behavior that they're showing? Madhu Swamis says, I don't have the power. He's hiding behind the technicalities. Then you have Renukacharya, who is declaring people who are the freedom fighters for them. They are only into this kind of photo ops. They're rowing these boats. For what are they rowing these boats? Have they saved one life? Have they saved one life?
All right,
It's the heart which is crying of the people. It's the heart crying. You have to have the tears in the eyes when you go to these areas. But these people are doing this rowing, taking photographs and sending. What are they joking about the lives
Well,
of
let's
these people?
quickly go over to Krishna. Krishna, I mean, of course, politicians and opposition parties will speak on political lines, but here, as basic as the extent of damage that we see here, and that's been listed out by us as well as Mr. Puranik, Mr. Hoover, it's surprising that the BJP does not think it's alarming enough. And why is there no presentation to the centre with conviction?
They have no cards.
State BJP leaders must stand by people of Karnataka at this time of need, and they should say we want the relief at the earliest.
Look, the JDS, the Congress and the media have not learnt one thing. Just Modi bashing will not help you in anything. All I hear from the last 15-20 minutes from
You've been
JDS,
deafened by
Congress
both your
or all
sides.
those,
I did not Modi
all
bash.
Modi bashing, Modi.
not the
Home Minister has come,
Yeah,
they should
this is
respect
not even
that.
the answer, Mr.
Finance
Krishna.
Minister comes. Well, 1 minute, I'll first talk
Nobody is
politics.
Modi bashing
Then
here.
Mr. Madhu Swami
prize him if he helps the
eloquently
people.
clarified and answered all your questions. State government
Okay,
has
we
put
will
forward
prize
32.
Krishna Kumar.
Sir, I didn't interrupt you. You
we
please
will-
keep
no, no,
quiet.
it-
Then
It's
Mr.
okay, sir.
Prasad, hang on.
Speak,
No,
sir.
yeah.
Okay, speak.
We
Mr.
will
Prasad, please.
No, please speak,
Just
no
allow him
problem.
to
No,
complete,
we
Mr.
equally
Prasad.
prize Modi. One word I will
simple
add, then he will
technique.
talk.
Sir, you speak, sir. I
Prasadji.
don't have a problem.
No,
It's our
Prasadji,
show.
we will
You
prize
can
him.
I
speak,
want
no
to tell the
problem.
people
It's
of
not our
this.
show.
I want to tell the
If it
people
is
of
my
the
show,
state.
I'll ask you to
Nabila,
keep quiet.
I want to
It's
tell the
your
people
show,
of the
you
There's
can
no
speak.
point
Please
talking
speak.
one after the
No,
other.
hold on. This is
No,
a very
we are
important
not here
point.
to
One second.
only
One second.
No,
One
no,
second.
no,
One
no,
second.
no,
We can
no.
prize
You
him
want to
also.
hide behind
Suppose
the
if we
Modi
help
and the
the people of
technicalities.
Karnataka,
You say anything
we are
Modi,
not here to
anything
just to,
technicalities, nothing
blame
else.
I can't believe it. You people, hang on. Allow Krishna to complete.
Sometimes there are many occasions
More
we
talk
have
about Modi, more seats we will.
we
No,
have
let them
admired
talk, no
Modi
problem. I have
on
no
many
problem.
occasions. We admired Modi even though we are in opposition.
I have no problem.
When there is
Both
a
of them
real
can
problem,
speak
he
the
is
whole-
not entering.
Mr.
All
Prasad,
the
allow an answer to come out.
Yes, let him.
Let him speak.
See, as Mr. Madhu Swami has answered all your questions eloquently. The state government has put forward a request for 32,000 crores. The NDRF terms you may not know, NDRF funds come automatically. That is why he has said that if NDRF is allowed to disburse funds, we will get only 300 to 400 crores. NDRF is our right. So the assessment they give, we will get. So that is why he said, you cannot ask for more, you cannot ask for less. Whatever NDRF says, it is automatic transfer. And that is why he has said that don't go through NDRF route, because the norms will not allow us to get 32,000 crores. So he has eloquently clarified what the, I'm sure none of the panelists know here about NDRF terms and okay. So otherwise Mr. Madu Swami has spoken the truth. Madhu Swami has spoken the truth. They should appreciate. And activists like Mr. Hoover should stop playing politics. 25 MPs. Sir, you are the one who started with 25 MPs, 30 MPs, 10 MPs. Sir, who asked you to bring up 25 MPs, sir? Sir, who asked you to bring 25 MPs? What is 25 MPs? This Karnataka had given only 10 MPs, no suffering. This kind of political nonsense from
He made
activists.
a valid point, Mr. Krishna. He made a valid point. You have 27 MPs in the the BJP.
So what, if you
Where
have
is
only
the
10
fund?
MPs,
Then
then the
where
suffering
is
is
the
okay,
fund?
isn't it?
Where is the fund?
Why
Where
are
is
you
the
bringing
fund?
politics?
Where is the funds? Let's not speak politics.
Yes,
Where is the fund?
you mean to say if 20 MPs are sent or 10 MPs have been sent or 5 MPs
So
been
that's
sent,
not
our
enough.
suffering is okay?
That's not enough.
So suffering is okay?
They don't
So
want
if
to
5
know.
MPs
No,
Karnataka
no,
has sent,
electing you
so
to
who
power
is
is
bringing
not
politics
enough.
here?
Electing
So
you
if
to power
activists
is
like
not
him
enough.
are bringing in politics.
Electing you
So
to
it's
power
shame,
is not
it's
enough.
shame that activists like him talk about number of MPs. Yes.
They need help.
So what is 25 MPs got to do with it? You started by saying 25 MPs plus 1, 26, 28. If you had sent all 28 MPs also, what is your point?
It is
You are not playing politics.
not to speak about
Exactly.
Why
Number
should
of
I be
MPs
not
sent
able
is
to
not, should
speak?
not be linked to floods.
No,
It is
that's
just only
ridiculous.
politics.
That's ridiculous. If
It's
you're
only
saying
politics.
number of MPs elected cannot
Exactly.
represent whether
If it is
Karnataka
only-
gets relief or not, that's not a valid statement.
I am not
you
talking
have, you
relief
have
and
strength,
politics should
you
be
have
separated.
Power, you are
All
in
I hear is
position,
politics,
and you're
politics,
saying
politics,
it
politics
doesn't
from
matter.
activists, from party spokesperson.
So it doesn't
they
matter.
also don't care
It
for the
doesn't
people of
matter.
Karnataka,
Basically-
whereas government is doing
When you are
everything
not able
possible
to execute the things
Basically-
properly, everybody will
to
speak.
disburse funds,
No, one
rebuild
second.
You have
Karnataka,
power.
rebuild
You are the
states.
people.
We are not talking, we are not worried about how many MPs Karnataka
Then
sent. We have
basically
put
there is
forward as
absolute
request for
disregard to
32,000.
people's votes for the BJP.